right? A demonstrable injury. What is a spine supposed to look like? Is it supposed to look like this? Is it lined up like this? Is the spine doing what it's supposed to do? It means it's all lined up. Red line means it's not. A jury can see that and go, aha. 12 random strangers who have to rule and verdict on another stranger's life. Anything I can do to make a jury's job easier, I'm gonna do.
All right, Dr. Ryan Livingston here with
Attorney Shaheen Wallace.
Okay. The most impactful thing he took away from today.
The number one thing is the importance of good diagnostic imaging representing plaintiffs. Juries need to be able to understand clearly and simply what the injuries are. Really care too much about what people feel. Treating physicians, they want to know what is the injury, because that's what we're here to compensate for. Being able to see clearly on an x-ray an injury, right? A demonstrable injury. What is a spine supposed to look like? Is it supposed to look like this? Is it lined up like this? Is the spine doing what it's supposed to do? It means it's all lined up. Red line means it's not. A jury can see that and go, aha. 12 random strangers who have to rule and verdict on another stranger's life. Anything I can do to make a jury's job easier, I'm gonna do. Sit here with Doc and learn about that. I think that's gonna be invaluable in my clients' cases from this point forward.
I would like to mention he had this. I brought one, but he already had one. He also was, you can tell who you're working with. He also had the AMA guys. And most of you doctors don't have it. Just, borrow it. But I see a lot of attorneys focusing on the discs. Mm-hmm. Can you maybe mention something about either what we discussed today, maybe something I opened your eyes to, or...
Yes. Sure. So disc injuries, right? Because disc injuries are, I would say, easier, right? They're easier to see, right? If you get a herniation, boop, it does that, right? That's pretty easy to see on an MRI. Really the alignment of the spine where you can get a lot of your injuries from, right? I learned the difference between, excessive movement and instability. And instability is where you really get your, we'll call it injuries, but that's really where the harm is. Instability of the spine, whether it's, back to front, or even worse, laterally, like side to side. So learning the difference between those two, I think was instrumental, because when you look at, AOMSI studies or, flexion extension studies, learning where the spine is supposed to be, even in terms of millimeters, how, because this versus just that can make a world of difference. Those values and how they play into the AMA guidelines, when it comes time to prove them, again, it's not how you feel. It's the American Medical Association says X, Y, and Z. We have X, Y, and Z, therefore, boom, boom. So again, it's all about making a jury's job easier, and that helps them do it.
Yes, that's it. Come back at you. 5.
Boom.
Ciao. Theragun, you guys are well aware that I like to use